Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle. It's a cooperative deck building game. Couple of corrections from the last episode. I left some notes. Ron discarded an extra card during the playthrough, and I forgot Crabbe and Goyle were out. He should have lost another health, which I forgot about. So he's sitting at 9 health right now. I'm going to knock him down to 8. The other thing I did was a little bit more of a bigger mess up, and I think it was Harry's second turn, and I said, gee, he only has 4 cards, he should have 5. Well, he should have had 4 cards. I ended up giving him 5 cards, which he should not have had. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to penalize him right now. He's got 5 cards. We're going to randomly remove a card from his hand. So we'll just take this one, put it back on top of his deck. So he's going to start this episode with 4 cards. That'll kind of even out what should be happening. All right, so when we come right back here, so I just want to get those corrections out of the way. When we return, Harry will be taking the first turn. Of course, we're going to do 2 turns for Harry, 2 turns for Ron per episode. We only have 3 of the villains left. Malfoy, the Basilisk are out, and I'm pretty sure that's Quirrell because we haven't seen him yet. And that's going to be the end. So we're either going to win it, we're going to lose it. Probably going to be this episode and one more. So when we come right back, Harry will be having his first turn. All right, let's begin with Harry's turn. And Dark Arts card, one of them to start with. And it is Obliviate. All heroes choose one, discard a spell, or lose 2 health. Discard 1 spell or lose 2 health. And of course, Harry's down to 4 cards. So he can discard a spell, which I don't think he wants to. I think Harry's going to lose 2 health. 7 down to 5, because he doesn't have enough cards really to start with. And, all right, all heroes discard. So Ron can discard a spell or lose 2 health. Well, I think he's also just going to lose 2 health. I think we're doing well enough. He's going to go from 8 health down to 6. That was Obliviate. Heroes cannot draw extra cards, period. No more drawing of extra cards. And Malfoy, just each time influence is added to a location, the active player loses 2 health. So, we're on to Harry's turn. He has 1, 2, 3 Alohomorhas, giving him 3 influence, plus the 1 he got from Ron last turn. And he also has his Nimbus 2001. Gain 2 attack if you defeat a villain. Not going to happen, but he will be gaining 2 attack. And I think we're going to start attacking the Basilisk. I think it's the most dangerous thing. This not being able to draw extra cards is not good for us. So we're going to do that. And Harry has 4 influence to spend. He can get Dobby, or he can get Repair. I think he will get Dobby. I know we were saving allies for Ron, but Harry's going to spend 4. He's going to get Dobby, the house elf. Remove 1 influence from the location and draw a card. So there you go. So that's the end of Harry's turn. I think, if I've done everything correctly, I'm going to be replacing this card. Well, let's see what we get. We get a game 1. Reparo. Choose 1. Gain 2 influence or draw a card. Okay. Well, we're starting to beat up the Basilisk. We only have 3 villains left to defeat. Of course, Harry would have to draw 5 new cards for his next hand, so I might as well do that in case we need to look at it. And up next, we're going to have Ron Weasley take his go. All right, Mr. Weasley is taking his turn. Dark Arts card to start with, and it's Relagio. All heroes choose 1, discard an item, or lose 2 health. Oh, come on. All right, let's look at Harry. Does Harry want to remove an item? I think Harry's going to say no. He's going to lose 2 health, but his invisibility cloak only makes him lose 1 health from the Dark Arts card. So he's going to go from 5 health down to 4. Excuse me. And Ron can either discard an item or lose 2 health. Well, the only item he has is his Clean Sweep 11. And does he want to get rid of that? It gives us an attack. If he loses 2 health, though, he's down to 4. I think he's going to lose 2 health. Again, we're living a bit dangerously, but hey, so be it. All right, Basilisk means you cannot draw extra cards, and each time a dark influence is added to a location, the active hero loses 2 health. So far, that has not happened. And so, let's get playing some cards. All right, so Ron is going to play his Clean Sweep 11. Gain 1 attack if you defeat a villain. He's not going to. Unfortunately, can't get 3 attack this time. Oliver Woods, gain an attack if you defeat a villain. Well, again, not happening. He has 2 attack. And carrying on, he has 3. Alomor has 4, 3 influence. Whoops, 1, 2, 3. So not the greatest stellar turn for Ron. 2 attack going onto the Basilisk. Of course, we really want to get rid of it. That's 4 damage now. 3 influence. The only thing that costs 3 down here is Reparo, so he will purchase it. Choose one, gain 2 influence, or draw a card. That's going to cost Ron his 3 influence. Into his discard pile, he will draw 5 new cards for his next turn. And we're going to be replacing this card with Gilderoy Lockhart. And he's from Game 2. Draw a card and then discard any 1 card. If you discard this card, draw a card. So he only costs 2, but he's kind of wishy-washy. And we can't draw any cards right now with the Basilisk out. Okay, once again, if I have not done anything wrong or incorrect or made any errors, we should be good to go with Harry's turn up next. And so let's process Harry's next turn. Okay, back to Harry. Dark Arts card. What's it going to be this time? It's the Dementor's Kiss. Active hero loses 2 health. All other heroes lose 1. Harry's going to go from 4 down to 2. Ron is going from 4 down to 3. Can't draw any cards because of the Basilisk. Didn't add any influence to the location, so Malfoy doesn't activate. So that was pretty quickly going through that. Now it's Harry's turn. Harry has Incendio, Quidditch, Invisibility Cloak. Oh, Invisibility Cloak means Harry did not take 2 damage. He takes only 1. So there you go. That's blocked another damage for him. So that's pretty good stuff. All right, what's he going to do? He's going to play his Quidditch gear, get an attack, and regain 1 health. So 3 to 4. He gets 1 more attack. Invisibility Cloak, gain influence. All right, so he's going to get 1 influence, 2, 3 influence for those cards. Now he has Incendio, gain 1 attack, draw a card. Can't draw a card because the Basilisk is out, but he does get another attack. All right, continuing to hammer on the Basilisk. We're going to put 2 more damage on it, up to 6. We're getting close to beating it down. He has 3 influence to spend, and I think he's going to leave the ally for Ron. He will take the Reparo, choose one, gain 2 influence, or draw a card for his 3 influence that he just spent. And very quickly, it's going to be the end of his turn. We might be able to process extra turns this episode. I'm not sure, but again, I don't want to make errors and then be unable to fix them. So that's basically Harry gone. We're going to be replacing the Hogwarts card with another Nimbus 2001. Gain 2 attack. If you defeat a villain, also get 2 influence. Again, I think I've done everything correctly. If not, notes will be left. And now we're going to go back to Ron Weasley for his second turn, possibly the last turn of this episode. I'm not sure. All right. Dark Arts card for Ron. What are we going to get this time? Flipendo, active hero loses a health and discards 1 card. So Ron's going to go from 3 health down to 2. And this time he doesn't have a choice. He has to discard a card. But the nice thing about Chocolate Frog is if you discard this card, you gain an influence, and you get a life back. So he'll discard this, Chocolate Frog. He'll get a life, 2 to 3, and he gains an influence. So that actually worked a little bit in our favor. Active hero loses, okay, discards a card. Boom, he got that. Cannot draw extra cards this turn. We did not add any influence to a location. So once again, pretty quick turn. Over to Ron, and can Ron... Oh man, he cannot get 2 attack. but he probably should heal then. And all heroes draw a card. Well, that is kind of nerfed by the Basilisk. We're not going to be able to use that. Gain 2 influence, so he's going to end up with a total of 3. Now, the choice he has to make is, does he do 1 attack or does he gain 2 health? I think he's going to do 1 attack with Pigwidgeon. All right, on to the Basilisk. 7 of 8 health damage now. We've almost knocked him out. It's 3 influence to spend. The only card he can afford is our friend Gilderoy Lockhart, so he will buy him for 2 influence. And that's that. That is now basically the end of Ron's turn. He will be discarding all of his cards. He'll be discarding his token that he cannot spend. And that's basically it. We're going to be replacing the Hogwarts card with some more butterbeer. Any 2 heroes each gain an influence and get 1 life back. Okay, because everything's going rapidly here, and I don't think I've made any errors, he says. Probably 20 notes in this video already. I don't think so. I think I'm going to do 1 more turn each. 1 more for Harry, 1 more for Ron, and we'll see what happens. Okay, carrying on with just 1 more turn each. Dark Arts card for Harry, and he who must not be named. We knew it was coming. Add 1 dark influence to the location. Well, now it's back up to 2, if I can get that off the board. 2 of 5. We've done a great job of defending the location. Cannot draw any cards. However, Malfoy now comes into effect each time dark influence is added to a location. The active hero takes 2 damage. So Harry's going to go from 4 hit points down to 2. And I do believe that covers everything off so far. All right, Harry's turn. What does he have for cards? Ooh, he has Fox. Is that his only attack? That's his only attack. Well, oh boy, he's down to 2 health, and Ron is down to 3. I just don't know if we should. I think we're going to use Fox to all heroes gain 2 health. So Harry's going to go up to 4. Ron's going to go from 3 to 5. I know we could have taken out the Basilisk and put a damage on Malfoy, but I think we better heal a little bit before we try that. We're going to have 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 influence, and I can put an item on top of my deck for Harry. So 1, 2, 3 influence. His last card is choose 1, 2 influence, or draw a card. I think he's going to get 2 influence because we can't draw cards because the Basilisk is out. That gives him 5, which is excellent because now he's able to take this item, which is the Nimbus 2001, because of the Wingardium Leviosa spell, and put it on top of his deck. So he's going to spend his 5, put this on top of his deck, so he'll be drawing it next turn. So that worked out actually quite well, and I do believe that's the end of his turn now, going fairly quickly. We're going to discard his cards. He's going to draw back to 5 for his next turn, which will be the next episode, which will probably be the concluding episode of the series. You have to refill, of course. Hogwarts card, another Essence of Dittany. Any 1 hero gains 2 health. All right, up last for this episode will be Ron Weasley, and we'll come right back in a second and do that. Okay, this is it. The last turn of the episode. Ron is up. 1 Dark Arts card, Petrification. All heroes lose a health and cannot draw extra cards this turn. Okay, well, no big deal, and I'm glad we used Fox the Phoenix to heal. Harry goes from 4 hit points down to 3, and Ron goes from 5 down to 4. Can't draw cards. We can't draw them anyway because of the Basilisk. We didn't add a Dark Influence to the location, so Malfoy doesn't trigger. Let's see what Ron can do. Ron just needs 1 attack to take out the Basilisk. Does he have it? Oh, come on, tell me he has 1 attack. He does. He has Pigwidgeon. Okay, so he will play Pigwidgeon for 1 attack. And I think before he does anything else, we're going to process the 1 attack, which knocks out the Basilisk. So the Basilisk is knocked out, and we're going to get the reward. All heroes draw a card. But because we have the Dark Arts card out, Petrification, you cannot draw extra cards this turn. Oh, that is painful. Okay, we don't get that part of the reward, We do get this part of the reward, though, which is remove a dark influence from the location. Man, we're just not even getting to location 2. Basilisk has been crushed under the heel of Ron's boot. Okay, and with that, I guess we'll get rid of all these attacks because we don't need them anymore. The Basilisk is defeated. Ron is continuing on with his turn, though. He's not finished. He still has some spells. All heroes draw a card. Well, again, can't do it because of petrification. Gain an influence, gain an influence, gain an influence, put items on top of your deck. Hey, that's pretty good. So he's going to get 3 influence. 1, 2, 3, and he's able to put an item on top of his deck, and he is going to buy Butterbeer, costing 3. Any 2 heroes are each going to get an influence and a health back. This goes on top of Ron's deck, so he'll be drawing that in the next episode, and we're going to remove the cards he's played. He spent the 3 for the Butterbeer, of course. We're going to replace the Hogwarts card with Polyjuice Potion. Choose an ally you've played this turn. You may copy the effects of the ally. And another good one for Ron. And we are going to, of course, expose our final villain, which we know who it is. Quirinus Quirrell. Probably mispronouncing it, sorry. And he's just active hero, loses a health when he is out here. Alright, 6 health. So we have Malfoy, 6 health. Quirrell, 6 health. We need to knock these 2 out, and we'll win game 3. But I'm going to cut it off there. That's the end of this episode for today. I am sure. Well, actually, I'm just going to play it out till the end in the next episode. So it may take, the video may be a little bit longer, but there's no point dragging this out. We're going to have one more episode after this one. We're going to either knock these guys out or lose. Can't see us losing at this point. We're just not getting enough dark influence on the locations. We've never even left Hogwarts Express location, so I guess we're doing well, or maybe we should have bumped up the difficulty, but hey, this is my first time playing through it. I'm just experiencing the game as I go. And this is game 3, so thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, your likes, and your subscriptions. Really appreciated. And so this is Hogwarts Battle Harry Potter cooperative deck building game, and join me next time for the conclusion. We're either going to knock out Draco and Quirrell, or we're going to have all of our locations overrun. I think we know which way we're headed. So thanks so much for watching along, and we'll catch you next time.